Alright. I was interested in Dodgy for much the same reason most people were. She seemed like an interesting god with her bleed and being primarily aimed at being a auto-attack assassin. Now, I went to build her initially on the PTS like most people did, for being having as high of an attack speed and crit like everyone else, and it wasn't impressing me much. So I was fooling around with some different builds, and I decided to try as pure of a power build as I could, and it surprised me because it was doing better. Process of doing that, I noticed some stuff that was running completely different from what everyone else was saying you should do with her. That's when I realized almost everyone was playing her wrong. And that's what this video is going to show, is what I noticed and why I think everyone's playing her wrong. So, first things first. I'm actually going to start... I should show how everyone else is playing first and show a very high damage auto-attack build. But because I had to do a lot of stacking for this, and I imagine no one would want to watch me do that, I'm going to do the build that I've had the best luck with. Now, let's take a look at this. A lot of people are going to go, oh my god, you're double stacking. Yeah, but this is also a very cheap build when the most expensive item is Transcendence. It's only a little over 13,300 gold, and most really good builds are pushing up towards 14,000 gold. So this is actually not a bad one. Some of these are obvious: Warrior Tabi, Heartseeker, Transcendence, Jotun's Wrath. However, there's two items in here which are going to confuse the daylights out of people. Well, the first one obviously is Devourer's Gauntlet. It's really cheap, and if you're going to be stacking, you might as well grab it as well, since, well, it's going to give you actually quite a bit of power. Top of that, it's going to give you a little bit of life still, which is kind of nice, but you can probably find another item that'll work for you if you don't want the life steal. The other item, and this one's one that I would actually say get with the changes it gives you now. The fact it gives you 70 life, or 70 power for a very cheap price is very good. Add in the physical protection, magical protection, and it's done me fairly well so far. But if you'll notice, you get 331 power. That's a hell of a lot. That is her natural attack speed. You get a decent amount of penetration, and like I said, you get the lifesteal, which is nothing to complain about. Now the reason I said that I'm thinking people are building her wrong and playing her wrong is because of something I'll show here in just a moment. As you'll see... Oops. Let's try that again. As you'll see, I've already got this fully stacked. So we've got all the power we're going to get from those, but I've also already got the Heartseeker stacked. So, we're going to show Odin because, well, I've got enough penetration. We're going to see almost as much damage as you can do max here. So, first we start off with her 1 up, then we're actually going to open with her 3. And you'll see what I'm going to talk about. I'm only going to hit him with 1 auto attack to set off her 1. Now if you take a look and add those up, that is about 2,000 damage done that quick. Now if you take off what else you're going to see from other sources, yeah. Depending on defense, that'll tell you how much damage she can do. And she's nowhere near as weak as people say she is. They've just been playing it wrong, because they keep wanting to use her 2, which I'm not going to argue is very weak for that. They've been using her 2 to initiate. Her 2, though, when you read it, is designed to do one of 2 things. To either chase someone down to finish them off, or to retreat. 40% damage reduction if someone's hitting you from your back. Plus it gives you a 40% speed increase. yeah, that's a good way to get away. Or you can use it to also clear if you want to, or to chase after someone and finish them off. It does both actually fairly well from what I've been doing in testing. Oddly though, I have actually noticed, or 3 works better for clearing minions. Oh look, they're gone in an instant. Whereas they're not gone in an instant if you do that. That's quite a difference. So yeah, that gives you an idea. Well, let's go over here and try this on Oh. Which who has more armor. As you can see, yeah, he lives a bit longer, but he also has armor. He's gone pretty damn quick. Now everyone keeps saying, oh yeah, he's an auto attack god and all that. So let's change up these items real quick here. Now, I don't agree at all with the recommended build that came with this. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Only the finest blades will do. Do they make this in gold?
Sorry, I was blank there on the last item. So as you can see now, we actually have a pretty high attack speed before we get a crit. After we get a crit, it goes really high up. And now, I know from having written a simulator, that'll give me some pretty good ideas on items for hunters. This is a pretty high auto attacks build. It's only really good though if you can land your auto attacks consistently. So if someone comes out there and tells me that they know a better one, yeah, there are better ones, but those are better really only if you don't consistently add or land your auto attacks. So let's see how this one does against Raw. Once again, I'm going to open with that 3 because it does a heck of a lot of damage, even without as much power as the other one had. As you can see, if you get the crits, it will take them down very fast. But here's the thing, though. If you don't get any crits, it's going to do a lot less damage. And it's the crits, and none of her abilities are doing it. So you're pretty much going to do that. But if you then go running in and you do this, then, you know, it's not going to do anywhere near as much damage. So it really comes down to, do you want to be able to do a hell of a lot of burst damage? Well, let me see something. Will Odin's numbers drop off? Because then I can show you how much burst it'll do without the armor. Because therein is the question mark. Let's see if I can give you a different example without all the crits we got that first time. I think that gives you a better idea. If you don't get any crits, it's nowhere near as good. Yeah, this part's boring. Oh, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. Alright, one last time. So there you go. That's nowhere near the 2,000 we did with the other items. So it comes down to, if you really are looking for burst, you really, really do want the other build. If you want consistent damage, you want a build more like this. But this build, I mean, well, I'll just run up to Raw and show you. If you, well, this one's I mean, it's auto attacks doing the damage, not her specials. You are not using this ability to get away or anything like that. It's what you should be using the weapon with. This is either run away or finish someone off. I don't know why people are using it to initiate. But anyways, that's the whole point of this, is if you want her abilities to do it, you're going to have to build very heavily into power, and then you're going to do an insane amount of damage. So, build correctly. I mean, people just are not building correctly for her right now. So, I mean, that's all I'm asking is people to start thinking and doing things right.